Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. PA Heathrow dey talk about the Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki and the insecurity wey dey for Edo State. He also play audio message from Eghosa Ugbo, how Eghosa Ugbo take threaten am, say he wan report am to the palace. Make I leave you now, make you hear from PA Heathrow. The reason why Eghosa Ugbo threaten PA Heathrow, say he wan report am to the palace.
Jamie, hold on, 2 minutes. Eghosa Ugbo, because I was even intending to arrest him in Nigeria again, but people told me no, don't do that. Just listen to everybody, because I want to say things to you, Sister Iwanfo, so that you get to understand the fact that this issue of court, I'm aware. The first lawyer, the lawyer that is on this case now is Zekome, which is a son in Nigeria. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. I put it there as question and answer. Well, there'll be so many news trending on Facebook all this while. As I've promised my responsible fans that I will not be interested in saga any longer. I will not be interested about people's personal life, what they do and what they did not do. But sometimes when some issues come aboard here like that, I listen to both parties and in my view, it's just my view, okay? I have many things to talk about concerning my dear country, Nigeria, and especially my state. First, let me quickly use this medium. I know the video will go viral a little bit, and people that are concerned will see it, will hear it. I do hope they compromise with my appeal. My appeal is very, very simple. First, let me send my condolence to Oshowore's family for the loss of their dear son, a promising, successful gentleman who has been moving around since his brother has been caged in Abuja. Unfortunately, this ugly accident happened in Edo. And apart from it happens in Edo, it happened to a student, a pharmacy student who was just driving from Okada to Benin. This is the reality of what we are facing in Edo State. Now, my appeal is to the state government of Edo, led by His Excellency, Godwin Obaseki. We did not fight for you to be a governor or support you to be a governor, to start doing things the way you want things to be wrong. Sometimes when you are right, we all support you. But sometimes when you are not, when you are not right, we need to say it too. We are not afraid of anybody. Nobody is untouchable. In my own philosophy, I used to tell Nigerians that I have no permanent friend, neither a permanent enemy. Whoever offends me and show straight hand forward for peace is always welcome. But there's an adage in Benin that said, I was speaking my dialect and I was speaking in English. Why he had told you, I didn't even know why you're here. Somebody who is your enemy, you can manage to greet and answer his greetings or her greetings. But you will not be so interested in asking how she's feeling, her problem, how to solve it, and be concerned about intimacy any longer the way it was before you discover that is your enemy. Now, my honorable comrade governor, it has come to our notice in diaspora that moving from one place to another, especially in the highways in Benin territory or Edo territory, are no longer safe for commoners. I'm talking about businessmen now. I'm talking about multi-millionaire people in Benin or Edo State. You cannot travel from Benin to Ekbo without saying your last prayer or sharing your wheels, because you never know whether you're going to go and come back safely. Every traveling source in Benin or in Edo State now are now one way. You just sense unico, we call it in the Italian language. Sense unico means one way in English. This is my first appeal to the governor. And I do hope within now and a more time, even less than that, the bill of anti-grazing has to be passed in Edo State. We've asked for it, we called for it. Now, we did not call for the emergency meeting the South governor went to in Delta State, where they reached an agreement and set a deadline for it to be passed into law. We understood that Lagos State, Delta, and Edo State, and one other state that has yet to pass the law. 2 states has submitted the law to the House, and it's yet to be passed in the House. But I urge you, my beloved governor, this might jeopardize your party that you newly joined in Edo State. You need to do things very fast, very quickly, and very urgent. I come in peace, according to my late friend, Obunami. That is his normal language. He say, I greet you and I come with peace. You can see that I'm very, 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 very slow in talking. Try to be very calm on the situations and why I'm still doing my visibility studies. But with the few studies we got to understand that this bees is being delayed because the power behind the bees in Edo State. Because we get to understand, it has come to our notice that cattle rearing in Edo State is not an official or a single business owned by the Fulanis or the northern people in Edo State. We also told that there are prominent Edo people who are into this business, and they are powerful people in these 2 major parties in Edo State. But as somebody who I view and read his profile, I'm talking about Baseki now, I do understand that you are a man that knows the right thing to do at the right time. If you pass the bill too late, you did the right thing, but too late and the wrong time. So be in the side of the popular, in the populations, the majority of the population of Edo State, asking for this bill to be passed. There are some funny videos that I don't want to show here today that you see when cows cause a vital accident on the road because they were crossing multitude and the driver never noticed what was going on and caused some damages to cars and stuff like that. We saw videos where cows invaded schools and cows move around, litters everywhere in the cities, in the roadside, and so on and so forth. So once again, this is an appeal. I did not come to accuse you, but I urge you to do the needful for the Edo people so that you will not destroy the 6 months campaign we did for you and the support we gave to you. You are the first governor in Nigeria to be disappointed at the dying minute and to be accepted in a strange party that you never dream of going one single day. I've come out here several times to defend you on the right issues. This is, the people ask me questions. I said today's question and the answer. They're asking me my view concerning not passing the bill or proposing the bill or sending the bill to the House at all. So this is my take on it. I'm against it. I'm totally disappointed, but I do hope that you will understand where we are coming from, the situation in the Edo State, and how lives have been in danger. You move with entourage, with bodyguards, police, army, and mobile police, special CID squads, and DSS and stuff like that. So you might not be at risk. But I don't want you to pass the bill until they assassinate your close person, which I forbid it for you. I don't want anybody to be lost in your family. If you love democracy, you love humanity, you love justice, fairness, equality, democratic system of governing, a man that is capable of leading 5.6 million population should be a man that will always hold on to his words and let his words be his bond. Obi said such things during his time in his reign as a president. So once again, this is my stand, my view, my understanding about the whole issue. I want you to always listen to the voice of the people. This is not about partisan issues. We're talking about the lives and properties and the safety of your citizens that voted for you in mass when you were rejected by the cabals. So please do not disappoint us, because my coming out again will not be an appeal, it will not be an advice, it's going to be an attack. Because as I said before, I am not a registered member of the APC, neither am I a registered member of the PDP. So please, my governor, do something on time. Thank you. Other questions was raised. The questions, I will be answering them one by one, because sometimes I don't have, for about 4 days, I take time to read my inbox and see questions that were struck to me. Many of them called me personally. The only question that I will not answer here today, because some of my foes who attended a marriage in Ravenna here a week ago were calling me that I did an advert in the marriage. They were all looking for me. They didn't see me in the place there. Well, for now, I will withheld my answer to that. After most consultations, if I continue to hear a different story from outside, I will come out to narrate my story. Okay, I'm not a sadist. I'm not against anybody in Ravenna. I'm only sharing my view. And as a public figure, I have decided to choose the path not to have a permanent friend, not a permanent enemy. I will reply to the reason why I was not present in the marriage done in my city. Though I attended the marriage that same day, not in the city here, but I decided not to attend the marriage, reasons best known to me. Because there's an adage in Bele language. They say the dance that are not invited wholeheartedly, when you break a glass of cup, you'll be asked to pay. That is the only answer I will give to those who ask those questions. Some of you confronted me physically, some of you give me calls, but I only speak to one person who lives here for a very long time, who knows all of us together. The rest people, I never went into the days to discuss anything by anybody. But I want to let everybody know, be rest assured that my decision was for the safety of the party and was for the safety of some individuals who claim they know much. But the fact is that, let me give a sound warning to everybody. I am not against those who hate me. You have your right to hate anybody who want to hate you. Owns your life, you owns your way or your attitude. It's in your control. But please, I beg again, once more again, I want us to live in peace. But anybody who don't want my peace in the city here will leave this city, or he will find himself not existing again. I will still be living here. Many have come and gone. Some of them have deported themselves by themselves. Some of them have traveled and went to stays in other foreign countries just because of their bad doings. So whatever meeting you go do in the hidden or whatever will not get close to me. Anyway, let me leave those issues like that. As I said before, after much consultations, if it is worth me coming here to say my story, if I hear the story again from other persons, a different way that it was done or that leads to the issue, I will come out and narrate the true story. But for now, I rest my case. There was one funny question somebody asked. She knows me right from home, from Nigeria. And she just came into Italy 2-3 years ago. She came across my video and I was shocked. I think I saw her last 27 or 29 years ago. And she said I was not different from the person she saw. She said, I don't look my my age because of my statute or my stature. Let me use that word. What is statute? Stature, So it's simple answer. The reason why I look like this is that I'm always fit to any situation that I find myself. And I don't think above, I don't start thinking about solutions to problem that is above me at that very moment. I don't stress myself in thinking or try to create hypertension for myself or create BP for myself for solutions that I know that will be coming in the nearest 1 or 2, 3 years. So I let it go. I fit into any solution I see myself. I manage any solution I see myself. I'm okay with any solution I see myself. In those days, there was one film, one program we normally watch in NTA that time, which is called The Masquerade, led by Chief Debudaya, Jegede, Guinegoris, Clarus, and Akbeno, and the rest of us like that. For those of you who are young folks, might not even watch those things in the television those days. I'm talking about 70s, But the man normally said, quote, let me quote him. He said, if his problem eats 90 kobo bread, he said he will swallow 1 naira. This is my. Call me on WhatsApp, please. Don't call me on Facebook, please. Call me on WhatsApp. You know my number. Call me on WhatsApp, please. I'm on live. Please, 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 please. Don't do that again, please. So, I just want always to overcome my situation that I belong to. I've said it before times without remember that there are some situations I will be passing through. If 3 gentlemen pass through it, 2 will be late. On a serious note. But I'm always happy. Okay. You just, I'll give it to you now. 328-485-0255. I repeat again. 328-485-0255. Please, somebody who knows the number should write it on the wall, please. I don't want to spend much time doing that now. Let me just say it again so you get the number. You can call me on WhatsApp if you want to call me. 328-485-0255. So please call on WhatsApp, not on Facebook. So, as I was saying, I am always okay with any situation that I find myself. If I can be able to move along with 3 kids and a wife without a job for 5 years, I never go begging 1 single day. So I can always be okay with the same family when I'm working. So whatever happens to a man is always equal to a man. Depends on how a man is able to handle the situation. That one has answered that question. Now, the third question that I want to answer here today, they also called me. People inboxed me, blast me up on inbox and say, look, what do I see concerning the issue of Naija Wash? I'm talking about Oni Edigin and Iyore. Well, I had a story sometimes last month or 2 months ago. Listening to the side of Iyore's story, there was something different from what Naija Wash confirmed on the story. Now, the reason why I'm not condemning Naija Wash totally about the issue is because of a single statement he made in his review when he was saying the story is how it happens. He mentioned those words more than 16 times in his broadcast. He said, I am a businessman. You get what I'm saying? That word he said has stopped me from making negative judgment against him. Because this is how he demonstrates himself to everybody that he's a businessman. He's on Facebook or YouTube to make money, irrespective of who you are to him. In business, he said he does not know whether you are a sister or a brother, or according to the statement, not that he's used those words like that too. So man, I can't change my statement. So what did I see in that issue? If we want to look at the matter on a layman level, I would say Edigin was greedy. Okay. On a layman level, I would say my brother Edigin was a little bit greedy. But if I'm looking at it on the professional level, I think he did his job the way it was agreed on. Now, we all are clapping and regretting the amalgamation of Nigeria in 1914. People start questioning themselves, who signed the contract, who were there when they did the amalgamation, stuff like that. We were told there are 6 Nigerians. One was even a barrister. I don't want to be coming here to start measuring names. One was from the Middle Belt, 2 from the north, I think 3 from the west, I guess so. Who reached that agreement of amalgamation? Okay, so but today we are questioning that fraudulent amalgamation of Nigeria. But that does not mean that it was not valid on the paperwork they did. But do you know why the paperwork was valid now? Because it was the paperwork agreed, assuming they were all adults. But at that time, those who did that thing, those who make it that way, knew they were doing it in the disadvantage of some group of ethnic groups in Nigeria. You understand? But the parties who were signing it thought they were doing it at good faith. So that is applies to the same thing that happens with my brother Oniyedigin and Yuri. You see, the area I saw there that my brother would have acted as somebody who was really trying to bring somebody up. Okay. If you want to bring somebody up, somebody creating a YouTube, the person might not even know that the YouTube do pay. It is obvious. And I haven't agreed on 100,000. This is my own view. I haven't agreed on 100,000 bill, and you got to know that this woman was being paid monthly. You would have at least be okay with that 100,000, or forget about the 100,000 and collect the money according to what you said. But the ground that she, Nigerians are very funny by anything at all. I do observe it from my own personal view and my professional levels that I do. I do assist people in their documentations in Italy here sometimes, passport, visas for non-Nigerians and stuff like that. And from the beginning, I let them know the inner art of everything I'm going to do for you. People always say that you don't charge much. I charge much, yes, because professional business is strictly business. But I give you the right thing at the right time. And I can boast that for the years that I spent in Italy here, nobody can come out on social media and say I played him or her money, except she misunderstood how the thing went. And there are many Nigerians who don't want to understand how business exists. Okay, so I haven't said so. I just let everybody, that question they asked me, this is my stand. The reason why I'm not going to blame Edigin 100% is because he has proclaimed to the second party, to the public, time without numbers, that is strictly businessman. Okay, so that is my take. He treated her on business level, and she never knew there was something in returns. That was why that lady went as far as agreeing to those conditions. This is what I see in the matter. Maybe me and him can even see or talk tomorrow. Anytime my stance remains the same. But that is not to say I'm judging him that he's wrong. I said I won't judge him that he's wrong because he's making himself clear from the beginning that he's strictly on business. I see him streaming on Sunday morning, Saturday morning, Saturday night, day in, day out. That is what he lives with. He might have other business that he's doing through what he's doing now, but have created him chains of business. And he has people he give pocket money to for assisting in one thing or the other. Now, let's go to the trending video that is going on for the past 4 days. For those of you who were always on social media, yesterday Ramiro gave me a call. I'm talking about this latest viral news that is going. I'm not going to talk about all those 24 beats who do this one, picture where they carry this one, not they carry this one, a try, not trial. Listen. Whatever I cannot do whatever I cannot do, if somebody does it, I will celebrate with the person. So no matter the mistakes 24-bit might have made during this process, at least he attempted to do something good. And during the process, he will review all what he did now after the end of the whole show and pick out the point where he was wrong and re-made himself for a better show next time. That's all. You cannot go to jail for correcting somebody of his mistakes, but you can be how do I call it? You can what do I put it in English now? Somebody can also judge you negatively when you purposely embarrass persons with their mistakes or mock persons with their mistakes. This is the fact concerning that issue. Now, good evening, African Pride. This very period that we are today now is concerning the 13,000 euro that my beloved sister Iwanfo spoke about today. Now, my beloved sister Iwanfo, we speak most of the time. Of recent, we'll be talking of recent. With all due respect, my dear sister, I listen very carefully to your analysis concerning the 13,000. I found three things there, not how do I call it, that was not corresponding to your claim in your discussion on YouTube, which was carried by Aproko, I guess so. I'll be without Aproko to the two, I don't know. But so let's go back to, let's analyze our sister's video. You understand the reason why I said it was not a okay. Hold on. Okay.
Message to Eddie Murphy and other live video presenters where they tell those sons and daughter to come donate money for lawyer. This message na to una. Number one, when make me come do this video. Okay? Waiting that 13,000 euro day for. I don't understand. More than no verse. 13,000 euro to J person or 30,000 euro to B person. Because the reason why me they ask this question, this will not be to sabotage anything, because we all will be adult. We dey civilized country.
Africa, I will answer that question, don't worry.
Where you go gather millions and sorry guys, to take gather millions and millions to take water people, to take bribe lawyers, to take bribe people. No, this one are abroad. If you get case with lawyer, a lot of una go confirm say na try they talk. Case get different category. Before lawyer go tell you say go bring 30,000 euro, una must get bargain. If you get 200 million euro property, when problem dey, before the lawyer go win, I go tell you say okay, go bring me 15,000, go bring me 10,000. Wetin I dey try talk for this video is that Eddie Murphy and all those live video presenters, before now they tell people to come donate money, Mona explain to those sons and daughter wetin una wan use that 13,000 euro for.
Okay, hold on, I will plan to now, you understand me. My sister Iwanfo, if you like, we can also call each other tomorrow. But first, I just want to analyze your video first. Your audio, this is not video, this is audio, because you did not show your face. With the way you did talk, you are not asking questions. This is accusation. This is doubt. This is unbelievable. This is something that is, you've already telling people that this is something that will lead to fraud. I've not listened. This is just the big, just hold on. First, I see that you are looking at the person that is speaking to judge the issue, not what he is saying. And secondly, you ask a question here now. They should explain to the world I was in my house when Amigo called me and he told me he was on live, but it's not on speaker. I asked him to put it on speaker. He called me. He said, "Have they called you on what was going on?" I said, "No. What is going on?" Because if you don't call me into issues, I don't jump into issues. I'm addressing you now, my sister. I want for. When the Mofi Oginoba issue started, he used to call me with a different number in my platform. You will remember what I'm talking about now. I created a forum with Eghosa Ugbo. The matter came up. I'm just coming. I want to analyze. I will continue the video, the audio. I want to tell her now that she's not telling us the truth, saying that he's not telling anybody not to pay, but he wants explanation. So I want to explain to you now. But when we listen to your audio later, I listen to all your audio. You misquoted yourself. You say you are not saying people should not pay. You are even the one of the person that will even pay if you know that it's correct. But how do you know things are true? First, you condemn the letter that anybody can forge letter. The person that said it, you say it's not trustworthy. You said is Oginoba. You said he was laid a curse upon in the palace. These are the three allegations you laid against Eddie Murphy. I think I was one person here who fought it on Amigo and Eddie Murphy on social media here. Go and check the old videos. You'll see it. But sometimes with us of damn I will damn. Else a many poor without where any are okay or okay. Edoni, you was so but you might imagine queen they understand it, the nigga cabo. But any are not okay or okay. Eh? There are things that are right, but sometimes you are not supposed to do it the way it is right. I was very brutal. Normally, sometimes the issue I have with people here in my city here, if everywhere I go to, is that even though you are 1,000, when I know I'm on the right track, I will not want to wait you to weigh me down from the truth. I can argue with 7,000 persons, and I will not even drink water. There was a friend who also attended the same meeting with me one day. He told me, he said, look, the father advised him one day. I don't know whether you'll be annoyed if I say his name here, but it's not a bad issue, you know. It's an advice. He said, the father said that sometimes when you're in the public, when you look at the crowd of everybody in the public there, they are supporting evil, and you are the only one standing. He said, you don't want to support them, but you just be quiet. He said, be quiet. If you are quiet, they know already your stand, but they will not make enemy with you because you let them pass their way. He said, at that time, nobody will be against you because you did not disturb them from getting what they want, even on the wrong directions, on the wrong way. So that same meaning applies to any and okay or heke. This thing is right to do it this way. But to Maheke, it's not supposed to be done that way. But that is the right way to be done. Okay. So, what am I trying to say is that, so when I enter Olobo issue, I put a line across to, a call across to Ugbo and Agbogun. During the conversation, I get to understand that the place was rowdy and Agbogun already have the notion that Agbogun disrespected the palace of what he said. I get to understand that that video was a long video before, but I was not very happy with him in that video. Then Eghosa Ugbo was very harsh on the issue. I believe Eghosa Ugbo was dragging the land or dragging the superiority of the Edo people against the Shekiri who came to stay as a host. Sorry, as who we hosted in our land. Okay. But at time it used to go, I get to know the clear picture. It is when this land grab came, and I get to know that everybody that shot in Nigeria, they are shouting for one reason or the other, for one gain or the other. Now let's move to the story. A point of correction, my sister, because you said it in your video, I will play it just now. 13,000 euro when they call me upon the issue, I told them I was unaware of the matter. Because when we formed that Edo, what's the name again? I've forgotten the name we call this group in WhatsApp. We are more than 76 permanent members all over the world. Little by little, we are having misunderstanding. We got to know that Oba was very violent. He was creating a group that believed in violence. We saw the way he was saying, we said, look, this is not the right way to go. So he quitted the group and formed the same group name and asked me, even threatening me. Hold on. I will go back to that video of this lady. I will go down with the video. I just want to let you know so that this woman will understand, sister. I want for you will understand that this case of the monkey face, it is not only the monkey that was in this case. Hold on. I was in the case. Somebody was in the case, and Igio was in the case. Edo Voice was in the case. One other boy from Como was in the case. A lot of big sisters from UK. And Sister Biewa too in US, Houston, Texas, was also the case. He was even the artist secretary of the group at that time. And our mama in Ancona too, Mrs. Eghosa Ugbo, was also our lady chairperson while I was a president in diaspora here. While Oba Ugbo was also the president over there in Nigeria. When we disagree with Oba Ugbo, he left the group and said I should withdraw that name and give my own name entirely because he has already registered that name with himself in Nigeria. I'm coming to the monkey face issue, this 13,000 issue. Be patient with me. You see, if not the death of Captain Osa, all this matter for not reach social media because we know the role he played during the first court we went to in Germany. Hold on, 2 minutes. Oba Ugbo, because I was even intending to arrest him in Nigeria again, but people told me no, don't do that. Just listen to everybody, because I want to say things to you, Sister Iwanfo, so that you will get to understand the fact that this issue of court, I'm aware. The first lawyer, the lawyer that is on this case now is Zekome, which is a son in Nigeria. Hold on. Listen.
Please, I just decided to unblock you now to let you know that you should stop using my group name, Benin Solidarity Movement.
Benin Solidarity Movement.
In diaspora.
In diaspora.
If you want to do your group, you want to be president of your group, form your own group and be president. My organization is well registered here in Nigeria. I don't want to have issues with you because if you dare me, my brother, you'll be sorry. I'm going to the palace to first of all report you if I still see you using my name or I see here that you are still using Benin Solidarity Movement in diaspora. I have already formed a new group bearing Benin Solidarity Movement, BSM Diaspora.
And he does not live in diaspora, he lives in Nigeria.
It is my brainchild, it is not yours. Don't dare me, please. Do yours. Name yours. Don't use my name. Don't use my group name, Benin Solidarity Movement Diaspora, BSM Diaspora. Don't use it. Form your own group and do what you have to do with your own group. I have my eyes there. If I see or hear after today that you are still using BSM Diaspora, which I have already initiated my own and approved somebody to be using it in diaspora, if I hear that you are still using it, from tomorrow I will import you to the palace and the palace will call you to order first. And if you refuse, I will meet you in Italy. I will come and knock in your door in Italy. Okay? Stay clear from me, please. Stay clear from me. I will fight you physically and spiritually if you don't stay clear. Thank you.
Sister Ewanfo and my fellow viewers, when I hear this was a threat message because it's both sent to me. Hold on. It sent to me on the 30th of July, year 2000. After we have come back from court, the organization, go and watch my video. I said I'm going to form a group called Eghosa Solidarity Movement. Constituble called me. After that, they said, look, let us just make it Benin Solidarity Movement. They've already have Benin Solidarity Movement in Benin. This one we're going to do here is going to be in diaspora. So we'll work together as a team. But a point, and I know that the reason why he convinced me to use Benin Solidarity Movement here in our own year was because he has already got Benin Solidarity Movement in Nigeria. So that he'll be upper hand over us. When we get to know, we said, no, it's not possible. So everybody in this group, in my group here, understand. When Constituble left, other members were down to stay, even up to my sister. Up to today, we don't talk. I have a lot of people that I don't talk with again that supported Constituble, that I must change the name. Because they felt the threat he gave to me was much more about. This record, this is the first time I'm playing it since July 30th, 2000. Sister, if you are not here with me today, you will listen to it tomorrow. You will get to understand how this matter of court, all this money came about. Because I did not broadcast this all these days. Because you said, what I picked later was that even though we have to bring somebody to collect the money, it's not the Murphy. Quite understood. That was, I will see explain. Then we start having these issues every day. This everybody was not living one by one. At the end of the day, I personally, my big sister, good evening. I personally suspended the group. We donated close to 500,000 to register the group with a different name. We're not having the, as I'm talking to you now, how that group split out of that group and form their own group. I look at it, I'm not going to get anything from it. As I'm talking to you now, I still have my 100,000 back home, I be 100,000 that I sent to Nigeria for registration. It's still with the secretary, who was in Nigeria later. The second secretary will choose later in Nigeria. Abiyawa was to return all the money they paid to her. My own wanted to cause problem. My brother in New York settled the matter and said, look, I should forget it. What is all this now? My WhatsApp number is there. So, then please let me write this my number for this guy so that you will see it. 328485025. So, I now understand that the issue was becoming strong. Then let me tell you, when we were going to Germany, Sister Sophia, I think he lives in, I forgot where he lives in Germany, for exactly, I don't forget. I know she was a very active member. She was one of the admin on the group. This group, Benin Solidarity Movement in Diaspora, some of us, Sophia represented us out to one other two persons, Igihon, Eddie Murphy, Oba Omede. Me and Dennis, with two other persons, we wanted to rent a car to drive to Germany. At that time, my passport was expired. So I wanted to take a car, but if I drive a car, I think I can go and come back. But they give us the bid of 850 euros to rent a car for a day. So for 2 days to go to Germany and come back from Italy here. So I tell, look, that is bullshit. Sister Sophia just represented us. Sister Sophia went there. The t-shirt. Let me see if I can get you some pictures so that you both understand what I'm saying. Because I don't do this. Hold on. Hold on. No. What's the name of this? We change the name that time again. But anyway, I can't get the picture here. But let me just give you the story. They went to the court. Now, when you said there's a case, when you have a case with the lawyer, and the lawyer will tell you the worth of the case is 4 million, for example, and if you win the case, it's going to pay you 1.5 million or 500,000. No. The case is not an individual case. The case is with the kingdom. when a nation has a problem or has a court issue in the world court, maybe or IAS, this world court they do in Holland, like genocide issues, like war issues, international land dispute and stuff like that. You remember that Nigeria lost Bakassi to Cameroon. So you don't take lawyers on issues like that and say, look, I'll give you 5,000, I'll give you 10,000, I'll give you 8,000. No. The case is in a general house in the court where they're going to look into a civil assault to a kingdom and a leader of a kingdom. And the big house in Benin do not have residence in Germany. The lawyer also too don't have residence in Germany. Okay? The lawyer always do recommendations, letters, and quotations and video this thing to the court. And the court sits regularly in Germany. Okay? So it is a different case entirely. So the court now say, look, we're almost going to the end of this issue. To continue with this case, we want to be sure our citizens has to be paid for. So you don't pay for your lawyer alone, my dear, my sister, I want for. You pay for court sitting too. I give you another instance. I make a testimony for an Italian man that I make a mistake. It is not that I went to go and tell lies there. The guy said he hit him with a bicycle and he fell down. The police said they made the guy lying down on the floor with a bicycle. But when I was passing there, I saw them talking with the man. And a bicycle was parked at the edge of the gate very close to where they were talking. So when they asked me, I said, I saw the bicycle parked on the edge. Never knew that was not the bicycle of the man. Because the car was here like this. The bicycle was in the other ground. I didn't cross the road the other side. I just passed. Because me and that guy live in the same compound. They told me I came to give false witness. So the prosecutor took me up with the case for false witness. I was at home one day, one lawyer called me. He said he's my lawyer. I never went to her office. Okay. So he said, tomorrow is my court date. Which court is that? She now remember me a case that has passed almost 2 years. I said, okay. I said, but I'm not working. He said I should come the next day. I just lost my job that time. I drove there. When I got there, the woman said, he's my lawyer. He brought the second lawyer today. Sat down there. We stayed in the court there. The judge just recognized my name because 6 months before that time, I have a case there before too when the policeman reported me that I called him a racist. I never appeared in court. And the judge favored the case for me because the ticket controller controlled a black man. Please, I'm trying to dribble the matter, but I will come to the real point. He controlled a black man. The black man was not having a ticket. So for that simple reason, the black man went back to go and buy a ticket. As the guy was passing underground coming up, me, I was going to go and take the train. That time, I was using my proper ticket to buy cars for people, you know. So this man waited in the step, not even in the binaro, in the train station. Said, Bileto Prego, when did you start asking Bileto inside underground? I passed the man, I went straight to he came to meet me there. I said, yes, this is the right place to ask for ticket, and the train has not even moved. So he said, this is how we always behave. I said, what do you mean by that statement? Are you okay? He said, if I talk to anybody, he will call the police for me. You know that they pay black people body well. Especially when black market paper. He called the police for me. This police is, anybody who lives in Ravenna here will know this police I'm talking about now. He might not be dead by now, but by COVID, I don't wish him dead anyway. But I've not been seeing him for the past 1 year now in the train station. The man asked me to come down for the train, and I have a business appointment to meet. I have my ticket with me. And then I called him a racist for not listening to me. He reported me and filed a case against me. I won the case. That same judge was the judge that took the case up that day. The lawyer told me, look, this case, if I continue postponing this, since I'm not working, it will cost me thousands of euros. I should just accept that I made a mistake. And I was sentenced of probation. So after 3 weeks, I got a letter in my house. The lawyer said I should pay him 1,500 for standing for me for 2 hours. Even to do the course for Italy, now 1,500. Case when they release 6 months, not even the pass that amount. I just look at it. I called the phone. They said the woman was not sick. When I called the phone again later, some times ago, they said the woman is no longer in their office again. I forgot. Just about 8 months ago here, they called me from working place and said the government has entered my account. I said, okay. They took 50%, that's unquint, we call it. That's your fourth, that's the divide your salary to 4 places, they take one part, okay. I'm not even interested about that. They also blocked my card. My salary went straight to my account. They blocked it. They blocked my postpaid that I was having 2,900 and blocked another postpaid of 1,650 euro and took their fourth part of the money inside my salary up to date, okay. So this case we're talking about now, I'm disappointed that that said we have been. If you know that Edimofi is not what presented the case, Edimofi is not even the one collecting the money. There are so many persons in positions. I am also choosing to be in positions. And I can also for tomorrow quote the account of the lawyer, a white German man who represents our lawyer in Nigeria. The call said they need a deposit of this amount in case, because the case has lasted 2 years now. For those of you who don't know, the Mokiface issue has lasted 2 years. That video, that audio I played just now is 2000 July. The case has already been bored. Okay. You also said it that Oguname said the Murphy took it very, very personal and he did it in a wrong way. Well, Oguname was having every right to say anything that is his mind. May he so rest in peace. But the Murphy is somebody who is very, very, very impatient in territory issues. That is his own character. The way he's sharp, but he has a good heart. Because I have been able to test him on so many occasions. He has a good heart, he has a clean heart. But the fact is that he's very, very aggressive on how he handles issues in public. Okay? So, that does not mean that you must pay your money to Eddie Murphy. I will place the account there today. Don't give it to me if you don't want to give it to me. I will place my account there, place the lawyer's account there. What we said is that everybody should spread out his tentacles. So if they are asking money, I will make a suggestion to them that why would not invite this thing. I will mention Yuri's name. They said no, that Yuri money will not be added to that money. Even though she's going to pay 10,000, they refuse. They say they will not take it. For reasons best known to them. Because I'm not inside a concourse, okay. Now let's continue with the analyzing of my sister's video, where I said, you also too, just as the way you quarreled with Eddie Murphy that he used personal issues to react to that issue, you also too, you use the grievances you have for Eddie Murphy.
Make lawyer,
hold on.
waiting warrant lawyer to ask for 13,000 euro. Number one. Number two.
Second question.
Why you be say na Eddie Murphy when they recently swear for?
Echo.
Yes, when they recently.
Echo. Point of correction. Edo people, il y a deux, nous sommes. Guamame Bogbe Eddie Murphy. The palace did not swear for Eddie Murphy. Go play that video. Omona ya you lame when I'm about be. I defend the raw. Uwenu teme dan Guana, Uwenu medo boto, Uwenu wanna a lot of things unjustly. And here we my video, okay. When my video it's an oath. I'm about Boma, wanna swear oath. You know what I ever do? Ulame na only oath. Aya you lame, they do. Okay. On a mebo boy. Oh, the name of Baby Monica, Sister Gladys, and who again a Lolo. Only I'm about Boman. This time of all. So, I'm about the Murphy Veguan. Go and mark it, I'm telling you. And the Murphy has been in this case for a very long time. So, when he called us inside, we were interested in what he was doing. We were even editing, if you pay a well. Even I bring the line down already Mokiface here, which the people who were experts in Asia continent were asking for $5,000. I didn't give him time. The money was not to be given to him. Okay, there are people who are very good in hacking. They can bring out everything about you down in Facebook. Anytime they see your picture, your podcast, they will bring it down. Nobody will hear you again. You'll be a dead person among your living. Okay. So, now I'm about the Murphy. Only answer the money. I'm about the Murphy, my sister. Zoyari, or what? I'm not shouting. I'm always trying to explain things the way it is to you. Now, let's continue.
Wherefore,
Oh,
now they carry why is it that Omana Mwebog with a do Anamoye ITV Anamoye BS? You're here or Munwoko Geso or why is it like that? Eh? Does it mean where my respected sons and daughters of Edo and even to chiefs and important men from Owanokwa, does it mean where every Germany, every France, any part of the whole world,
sorry, let me see answer that question again. On one row with Germany, it's where was about Germany, or the river, it's where was about. Igion, a chief, Olivier, okay, they are out there and they are working in every aspect. I don't want to mention other names that are involved in this issue. Everybody is taking charge. Even the media, social media. Eddie Murphy is the first person involved with me in a court. Before one work the real Bob Biden, they are aware of what is going on. That was the more reason why he's leading the group. The money you are going to pay is you are not going to pay to Eddie alone. Whether well demanded, trustworthy, pay to me. If you know that I'm not trustworthy, pay to Chief Oba. If Oba is not trustworthy to you, don't trust him, pay to Igion. If that one is not okay by you, pay to FA in Bologna. If that one is not okay by you, there are many names that I cannot bring out because I have the list with me inside. So, the issue of the movie saying that because he's a blogger, he comes out on air, they know that through him, people will hear it more. Okay? So, we tell to go down here, but my sister, let's continue hearing what you said a later part of the day. Hold on.
I don't understand. More than not just the on video, they tell people to come donate. No, with this civilized world, if you want people to donate to take back Gary, tell them this donation are for Gary. See what we want use this donate.
Again, I pause the video to answer that question again. Anybody know you know, when you continue, it is difficult to trust people when you don't trust yourself. It happens in my city here because you know when you ask people to look for something, hey, my big brother Jeff was there, other side. I will break you down later, bros. So it is very important. Sometimes I want to give you one instance of what happened in my city here last year during the pandemic, or last 2 years, almost last 2 years during the pandemic. I was in my house when the Cameroon man called me and said, look, this is one Romanian woman who is very active in our council's issues here concerning immigrants, who knows me as somebody who is very available from the Nigerian parts. If you want to call it Nigerian, I'm very, very flexible in answering calls concerning the immigrant. I will say I'm number one. I'm not the best person, but I'm more available to others. Because most other persons put their own interest first. Okay, this is the area that I'm far better than many people in this place here. I put people's interests that are needy more than me first. So they told me to let us not always be asking from these councils or this state government here. Let also prove to them that we are no liability to them, that we can do something. Don't forget that during the pandemic that time, they gave us 250 package check to do shopping, distributed mask to every houses. So when they brought this suggestion, it was a nice one. I said it out in the Facebook. I called the leaders in my zones, the local leaders in my zone. I don't want to mention in my house people reacted. If they pay the money, they will send 2 persons to go and follow me to court, to a bank to pay the money. I said, look, if I'm a Benin man, and I'm a coordinator of the Nigerian community here, and the Cameroons are there, the Ghanas are there, the Ivory Coast are there, other tribes are there, how many of us will now pack it to the bank? At that time, they don't allow people to come to bank to pay money, except with appointment. And it will not be more than 1 or 2% that will go there. Since I'm already there, I belong to that society that you are talking about now. And I'm also the Nigerian coordinator. So, if the reason why they were doing those things was what they don't trust me. And if you look at the record of people who always stay conscious about money, when you talk about money to do something, are people who don't trust themselves with money, are people who are not straightforward about money. Believe me honestly, my sister, I'm not against you, but it's the gospel to check the history. People who are keen about money are those who always suspect people that they will do things. Eddie Murphy is not working, is working. At least what he gets in a month is not my enemy, it's not my friend. Like that. At least there's no way the movie cannot be able to be getting 1,004. So how much is the gari? Or how much is spaghetti? Or how much is rice? That they would not need your money to pay all those things. 13,000 is a fat money anywhere in the world. 13 money can make a difference in the life of even 10 Nigerians. 13 million. So, sorry, 13,000, you understand? So, that if you said if there's no other person that will present the case, I quite understand that argument with you. If you say why somebody else not because so now today, my reason of coming here today to let you know that the game has changed. That you might not even pay the money to Eddie Murphy at all. Write your name when you are paying it and send a message that this is a contribution to the part of the money charged by the court in Germany or for the case concerning so person. Because at the end of the day, we're going to read the list and for those who paid how much they paid. I have promised myself to pay money, but I will not advocate. I told them too that I will not advocate my city people to pay, but I will call some presidents outside my city, not even here, who love the Benin people, who want to contribute to it, who want to pay money to it. Because the truth is very bitter that this money are being deposited. At the end of the day, the judge, German government will not pay for judge sitting for non-resident persons in Germany. This is a fact. The reason why you go to court here, you pay for a lawyer, because you are resident in the country you live. I'm explaining to you now how I go. You are resident there, you pay tax there, you are part of the citizen, and it's their right to give you justice. But when somebody from Afghanistan is coming to ask for justice in Italy, or in Germany, or in France, he has to deposit money for the process, not the lawyer money now. The lawyer money was taken care of by our father, late Captain Osa. Maybe not all, but I know he did something for us at that time. Okay, so the way you talk, my sister, because the video were in ugly viral. It was almost 9,000 views. The same thing always soon need Destiny One. When Destiny One agreed to send, I think with 300,000 you're going to send to contribute to the something. But I will where our war try is a fraud. When you saw that video, because Iruwala has paid more than that amount to people in social media. Apart from me, he has paid more than that. But today, because this man was against him for some time, so I now appeal to everybody once more again. Irrespective of where you come from, as far as you live in a door, because tomorrow it can even happen to a Nugi of Rumi. It can happen to Atuari of Eyanchi. It can happen to any smaller kings. It can happen to Ulu of Oritu. We all want Bendelites. So, if I were you, my beloved sister, I would have placed a call to Eddie Murphy and get questions. You call me one day, ask me specific questions in this Facebook issue, which I explained to you. Why not do the same? So why coming on Facebook? Because you say you are not against it, but all your words you said are not encouraging. Any lay person will not pay a dime hearing that your video. Let's go on.
Don't just call people donate. Wait till I want to use the money for. Una don't explain. Because I can remember before late Dr. Guname go Nigeria, so when he not a return, he talked to Eddie Murphy, say the case between the Benin Kingdom and Murphy face, say Eddie Murphy sabotage him. Because Eddie Murphy sabotage him with his own personal grievance, with his own personal issue when he get with Monkey Face. this.
That is what I told you just now. I'm gonna listen. Oh. You see, Anna, he used one word, the case where they get with our kingdom. A kingdom we're talking about now is comprises of close to 5 million population. So you now see that you are contradicting yourself, my sister, that this is not you will not get a lawyer by pricing it. The judge is not asking for money of the lawyer. It's the judge that is asking for this money deposited to the government of Germany. Because a judge, even in Nigeria, they collect up to $350. It sits. Judges receive more than 6 million in a month. High court judges in Nigeria. But the allowance and everything they collect, they are very rich. But they're still not rich enough. Okay. So, the area you were talking about now, I never doubt that one too. I say Eddie Murphy is somebody who is very, very agitated. Eddie Murphy has no personal relationship or quarrel with Eddie Murphy apart from when he started using bad words against our kingdom. Okay, so let's go on.
Same Eddie Murphy now, they come out, they tell everybody to donate. No, not show people paper. This one our lawyer paper. No, this Europe where we dey, they write fake contract. It go carry company name. It dey happen. Waiting computer, ink, and book cannot forge. Does not exist.
Okay.
So
how you want to believe the matter now? You see what they explain to you. They tell you they want to use his money asked from the government to deposit it for the case. You said no, not correct. It's supposed to be agreement with you and the lawyer. Now they brought a German paper. If you see the paper, it was on page. The page when concern us inside. Now they show you come on. I will show them for us now. They can't translate them from English language, more for to understand what they write for that place. But the amount in Dutch was written in English language, in the alphabetical letter you can always understand. So, my fellow Nigerians, I come back to my sister, they come home. My sister, they come home. I know they invest with you, but I just want to analyze this with you. Don't sabotage these great endeavors of the Edos. Please, please, please. You are my very good friend. I love you. I like you. Look, I respect you as a human being, but please do not sabotage what we're trying to do. Okay? And the movie was asked to say this thing because Eronigo is saying it too. You never spoke about Eronigo. Eronigo said was on live with me yesterday. Okay? So let's go back to the paper, the letter that he's talking about now. Okay. My fellow Nigerians, those of you who live in Germany, look at the letter. If you see it, it's a page. I don't see the opener. You see this is the letter written. Now see then this is the English version. It was just translated. Okay. You understand? Even there was a time when we went to Germany for the first case, they asked our big house to sign a letter. That's a written letter, sign it, that he is the one that is being offended in this case and his kingdom. Is forbidden. The big house did not put hand in signatures for any case like that. It's only the secretary that does that. And the court refused that of the secretary. That was now, we now use a son in Nigeria who has the authority to intervene on international issues outside the territory of Nigeria. So it's not a case between individuals, it's a case between a kingdom that was condemned by one of its fugitives. Claro. Now, let's go back to the issue again of what you said. As I said before, my beloved sister, I'm not
pass on that stage of donate. No. Now, two questions I don't ask now. Number one, before now they say make people donate, wanna tell those sons and daughters, waiting I want use that money, do waiting which case warrant lawyer to ask una 13,000 euro, because as me.
Point of correction, my sister, the lawyer did not ask for 13,000 euro. The lawyer who took before, people condemn me, they say he's a drunkard. That is not a serious lawyer in Germany. So the lawyer that we took is in Nigeria. Son, is that coming? That man when they kidnapped that time. The lawyer of Dino Melaye, the lawyer of BP people for Nigeria, they named the lawyer. But the lawyer collaborated with a German lawyer in Germany. Because all these lawyers, if you have a lawyer in Napoli, and your case is in Bologna, the lawyer will not be coming from Napoli every day to Bologna. He will give the case to somebody in Bologna who is a colleague or a friend or associate. As a learned colleagues, you understand? So the same thing happened. The lawyer is not, lawyer money is a different money entirely. Lawyer the other time was asking for 1,500, 2,000. That is, we did not ask for anybody for such money. Eddie Murphy pays some part of the money. I remember. Some of the money that was given to Eddie Murphy, he used to pay the part of those bills. He's not here. I'm not his lawyer. But I'm only telling you the fact. First, you say we did not tell you what the money is going to be used for. And I just told you. And you know before what is the money going to be used to be deposited. So hear story well. Because you were saying things out of annoyance concerning the person that brought the matter. You were not interested in the story. Okay? My sister, this is the gospel truth. Let's go ahead.
As we hear, say, Monkey Face don't go chop Aduro because of this same Eddie Murphy with in Eghosa when go embarrass and beat Monkey Face up for.
If you say Monkey Face don't go chop Aduro, then you don't get any news then. Monkey Face has already been Aduro over there, pending. Monkey Face now Aduro has to stay now. Before the case start now. Monkey Face now Aduro has to talk for video before this Turkish woman come born for him. Monkey Face was somebody in Italy here, in this place here. So he has double identity. Okay, his case was pending. They've never given him stay in Aduro. So which time they go do Aduro against they do Aduro twice for Germany. They don't do Aduro twice for Germany, my sister. Okay? Hold on, somebody is calling me. This one will be Monkey Face safe. Hello? Hello?
Honorable. Bomo, good evening.
Good evening. Who is on the line, please? Your name, please.
My name is Mwete Nabane.
Is that one?
I don't know if I should speak to you in Benin or should I speak?
No, speak in English. If it's broken or whatever, speak in English so that.
Can you remove it shortly from
audio?
So
okay. Go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yes. Yep. 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 Yes, but I will just quickly want to correct that aspect of it, you know. Who represented the case is a lawyer. The judge does not know anybody apart from the lawyer. So it was the lawyer he addressed the letter to, not to we. Are you getting the point now? So you study you read German now, you read Dutch Nabi. If you want to have the full page, all the pages, I can make it available to you. When you finish the call, why not? Yeah. I know the reason why everybody is. You see the reason why I come here to explain this today. Now you watch me. I've never come out to talk about this case all this while. You know, and the reason why I didn't come out was that it's difficult to talk about these things because the money is big, and not only that, because of what I've transpired before. In Benin language, they said, okay, now God bless you. Okay. Or even anyway, or so on all one here we don't bow away with a compound. Or what that's over son. Oh, Dumare. Agmoya, I la don't think why I book here. I tag Baba the thought I tell do my gelere. I mean, this is what is going on. This is what is going on. Even in our yeah, no, go ahead. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yes, I live here, money yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, yeah, yeah. Ye- Okay, on that aspect, you yeah no problem. You with my brother. We be making na even name ba me boyo. Yes, yes. Di mo fi o gume ma call me. Ira no mi go call me. So ona mo me line with the Murphy Gihon or Mede. And at that processing, there was one permanent chief, which I cannot mention his name in the public, who called us on that telephone. He said, because we want to talk something very privately. So up to date now, also I'm having a little interest in you. So in a time to work, he was annoyed when somebody man not call him any a destiny na block you no one name. Sorry, anyone na block you the destiny until is contribute, or why we shout. Ain't that time I will look it be balogbe. Where you we don't know na where 3 months you are of you but I 3 months you are of you. So okay, I will be here. It is your duty to play smarter than this person. Being the movie make when what take a right or who do they wrong. So me, I'm not promising you. I will store your number now. Then I'm promising you. Okay, God bless you. Okay, God bless you. I'll get back to you because I don't want us to be fooled about this issue. Like any day, me I feel my winner. He go not in a lawyer look he go na watana because me later Captain Osa contributed. Yes, this is the gospel truth. He contributed. It's not through me directly. He was me and Capital who have never met in my lifetime, but I know he played a very major role. In short, through him, I had this very big lawyer in Nigeria. Unfortunately, he didn't see these things. Or I thought Ragmo, and he would have let the public. It's a chicken change for him, So I like what you said. Remember we are corona too, and not Aranabi. On no say me na reply out me na reply out na about my sister guy one for because kabo wa na kabo we edowe gbe we o clarify ni even enter bana you me followers you want ile one for at least man give video ni gbe 9,000 so even enter na na o ma show with all those o ma show with come tell me the whole issue with for one level reward get me na okay okay call find out what is going on then do pay, but promoting negative aspect of it will make it difficult for us. So he promised well, that's why I continue my program. I will get back to you latest tomorrow evening. All right, where's the Kakabo? Yeah, all right. So, sorry, my fans. I was addressing my brother. He said he didn't want to
live video, and the video was everywhere. This one abroad. With that one alone, that one, if it be a strong firm for asylum. If it be strong evidence to seek asylum.
Like how?
And number two, why is it that if really, because me I dey worried, if really now I dey do this video to confirm if really
No.
if really we wayero when the Murphy tie now. One because with the kind lifestyle when the Murphy don't live.
Allora, mamma che ne vuoi talote allora. Osula we do onye bene. Meaning it is not the statement you are taking. You are taking his personal character. This is the area my sister Lao. I would advise you, although you cannot remove it from social media again. It's already there. I know that's the reason why I'm facing well there. But Lao, in case of next time, you don't come on board like this and say things because you have followers. Whatever you say sometimes on air can destroy people's mind, can create problem. On IT lead to saga way. Get me now. I do few tell about the Facebook, which is not so. But a point of correction, the movie is not so in charge in this issue. I was dedicated to be in charge too. Emofo was dedicated to be Guillaume was dedicated to be in charge too in Holland. The same I was back to is always doing his part. Some people pay to him, not at the movie. I'm not sure that the movie paying at the movie. It's a very started by then, no very Jamie or I mean, very buy the same thing. You know, you have a pay that because they are all presenters. At the end of the day, he will have a call. Will not bring it to one place and see. But a question the program no ban. That one I will give answer to him in the evening tomorrow. Me too will find another question because I have where I took by angry. I can't make another working. So I may not be perfect in what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is I'm not saying the movie is 100% right. I'm not saying that what they did is 100% sure, but at least when you want to find out facts, you call the people in charge and ask where these are the questions. Okay, now no. But coming on social media to bring the negative part of the issue now, all to jeopardize the whole issue. So I will just listen to a little bit to your video now, then we'll conclude.
With the bad record on social media alone, we prevent 98.9% of Edo people not to donate or even show any interest towards that thing. Yes, it's enough. Why you gonna pretend? Why no realize it? Donate. Now me we done it. We done it. Why you shame? Why you tear bona? Why you tear bona? Why you move boto? Una go just move on, pretend where or money no cool, ni no commit atrocity anywhere or my way no, it's wrong. Life is not like that.
On that aspect, as you see, you don't use personal characters to judge what we're talking about now. Now, I want to answer my sister. If you're talking about the character of Eddie Murphy, how he has talked to people without respect and how he has bring down millions of persons on social media, Monica does it, Lolo does it, he does it. It depends on even when I, whatever. They insulted me too. When I told them they are the people that is destroying the social media, they promote saga, even only what 24 hours. I will know. You find out what he said when it is true. Forget about his character. Get me Eddie Murphy, ya watch my film Marovie Egbo for more than 6 months on social media. But today, I will better call him. You. You know, one simple reason to when you are bedini. Never have a lot of our new radio physically. But at the end of the day, you imagine you get me. So my sister let us put the sword of war down and fight one single enemy. At the end of the day, everybody will take his part and take his beliefs and go on with his life. This is my appeal. I'm not here to start attacking you because I don't want to continue playing your audio any longer. So that never anywhere, may not be correct to where it may give me zang with the Facebook. So I don't want to do that. But I want to let you know one thing is that if you really want to know the facts, make calls. Let's find out what is really going on. Because you got $100 like to put to this thing there is my sweat. That is a full day job. You are moving 8 hours or back to get €100 in a day. Sometimes I think about €100 myself. And I get what I'm saying. So now I'm appealing to everybody once more again. If you have the mind to save us from this shame, let's do it. And by tomorrow, I will set out accounts. Those who trust me do it to me. Those who trusted the movie, do it to him. Those who trusted our amigo, do it to him. All of us are speaking that we are not cooperative, we are not friends. Believe me honestly, one person of my heart or bring my heart together, which is the kingdom. Because my amigo come for almost a year. I went to realize with the way near the popular near viewers because he came to on board before me. If you have a Facebook or you have like Facebook with attacking him, well, get me now. So this is what I'm seeing against now. Well, I hope my sister, you're doing your live video for a very long time. You've not come to this extent, and I don't want you to belong to those fools. I don't want you to be while watching this was when me the Facebook on where only they don't speak about it because you understand. They don't even know, they're not concerned about that. All here is to insult somebody to get 1,000 views, to collect money in Facebook or YouTube. That is their reasons. Okay, this is a good question. The fact is that a question of way, how come is not, we don't have association, not responsible for this account now pay go na from individual thing. I think this is a good idea too. I will notify them. What's a kakabo, my brother Jeff? Let me pick this call from, I think this is from Japan, I guess so. Hey, hello. Oh, yo. Okay, okay. Hello. Call. Yeah, it's 13,000 euro, but so far I think we've gone far. We've gone far. Yep. I think like one or soon, when Anna accuse me now for assault to the kingdom of Edo Kingdom, you know, giving false witness against the Edo, my own sacrifice and stuff like that, or you know. So the case was laid against this boy through a Nigerian lawyer there. At the point we now know that that lawyer is not qualified to do such a case because this is a kingdom case. Then we not try to take a different lawyer. We went to court already. We were in court in year 2000. Year 2000, my court in 2000. So then, Irimage Capital was involved in the case. So he was assisting. They now choose this lawyer in Nigeria, that son. But that one cannot be coming. Yeah. So only until I Jim every time. So that one send a delegate lawyer that can collaborate with him in Germany. The fact is that because the case is concerning a nation and it's the person that is involved in this matter are not resident in Germany. So whilst you are paying your lawyer, you are also depositing money for the sitting of the court. Anybody not really say we are losing the case, they will use the money to settle the bills. Who are winning the case, they return the money back to you. Yeah. There's a lot of cases. The case files is so many that I cannot be able to read, or there are so many allegations against him. He accused somebody of a murder. When you accuse just like you telling the Queen Elizabeth what Bomaya sacrifice, and then you traced the Edo people as the Biafrans. He called the Oba a lot of names. He even said Oba Benin is not the rightful owner of the Benins. He's the Ogiso. And he lays insult on him personally every time on social media. So there's a lot of cases against him. The part is that when he loses the case, we cannot ask for extradition. Or not losing the case. Okay, this is the point. To face the consequences in Nigeria. Because of the Nigeria, I know. No, I understand. Yeah, but it can also be jail. It can also be jail. It can also be bound for going to social media. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But you'll be very brief when you speak Canada. You do money ke ye ogbe be yen wa ge boyan ge mata. Yeah, that's opinion too. It's no problem. You have a game because we are meeting by tomorrow or next tomorrow. We're going to meet to see evaluate the whole situation. We say I'm grateful. Yeah, all right. So that was a friend from Japan. Okay. So as I was saying, a lot of contradictions is in this matter. We are not arguing that. It's very clear. Everybody has different understanding. Yeah, where Bob Marley were in a very wide road. There's a lot of signs. They can allow. So everybody can decide to take the left side, the right side, the straight road, the V corner or whatever, or runabout. You understand me? So I'm not against anybody that is doubting. You have every right to doubt because this is a fat money. Anywhere in the world, you got 13,000 euros can change dollars can change the life of 10 persons in Nigeria. Come a year or maybe 1,000 or 1,000 1K 4 years ago, 3 years ago. Or I'm going to get an 1K 1,000 naira. And we even had a story of Onogbo by 500 naira. They do not start to debt. 500 naira not even possible. Maybe no way to go in boy man. No go 500 naira. So that money is a big money. I don't understand. So while I will still come back tomorrow after I have do meetings with everybody, find my findings, then I will place the number there. Those who want, it is not compulsory. If you want to donate, you donate. If you don't want to donate, forget about it. But I don't want people, the Benin is coming out to castigate ourselves on social media concerning the sincerity of what we are doing. Like the movie cannot just wake up one day or me wake up one day where let's start donating money, 13,000. I know it's a big money, but I don't think I was brought up in that way. I was brought up in serving people. I get joy in seeing people that I help that are progressing. Even more than me, I get joy in it. So only, you know. So allow, sister, I'm gonna follow. Please, I don't want you to do the second video again or do again that. No, do I could say a lot of misunderstanding between us in this place. You understand? So please, allow once again, for those of you who know anybody you trust that have presented the case in social media, pay to him. Let us also know that you pay to that person. Understand if you're then the issue of saying more ban concerning, let's say my brother Jeff, no more ban concerning a standard union that we will all recognize that these monies are located in this union and we collect from that. Then a platform, not about day very active. Okay, now use the platform you are aware, you know. But as of now, I decided to suspend the platform because of this counter accusation, suspect of money, on a 20 euro nominal way, on a 5 euro nominal way. It is good for you to know how your money is being spent. But sometimes when we have members in Nigeria, members in Germany, in Kazakhstan, whatever, it is difficult to always make an account. We always see on video calls. Most of these members will never saw physically. That is for that. So, in conclusion, before I leave this evening, I saw another, but I told you guys that it's question and answer today. One guy was asking me how do we go about that guy that died in Chesena. Whether is it true that is the white woman that killed the guy? I have said it time without number. The day I spoke about this issue, the one person was telling me that I know the shame I go to do video from my wife's kitchen. Like saying my wife, I get my kitchen or I get the house where I stay. Sometimes you don't know what to say. Sometimes on television or Facebook, you start saying stupid things. You understand? So to your question, my brother, there's no evidence that link the white woman to the death of that our brother. Go and watch my video. Human rights activist came to me in Ravenna here. He made a previous video before saying that somebody, the white woman killed his. I came back and said, look, my brother, you come to Ravenna. He too came to Ravenna. We did a short video together. I gave him evidence in my phone, and I sent him to where he will get more evidence. I want to be let me tell you one thing. Rest assured that the Nigerian embassy are very keen about this issue. Even on Sunday, I spoke with the ambassador on Sunday, never in history. He was even telling me that the minister in Nigeria is aware of the issue, that they need to give feedback to the federal government of Nigeria. So by tomorrow, I will also be in the Chesena to give the final findings from the police headquarters, so that they will let us know how far, if they've closed their investigation. Then I'll pack all these informations to the embassy, because I'll be going there by His grace very shortly. I need to present everything to them to conclude the issue. They will package it. They will now know how to sue the woman, because I've already made the embassy to understand that this woman killed the boy by instigation, not physically. Saying things you know he cannot bear all the time, shocking him in his weak point all the time. That led to his committing suicide. So there are 3 ways you can kill somebody. You can use words to kill somebody. You can use physically to kill somebody. You can plan to kill somebody. They have different names in Italy here. So my brother, I hope I answer your question very well. You understand? So our brother there, because most people were telling me that how much did they give to you? They bribe me, whatever. But look, if I can take a bus, even at the moment I don't drive, I close 6 o'clock in the morning. I did night job that very day. Close 6:30, get home to 7, freshen up, without covering my eyes. I didn't even take coffee, no tea. I took a bus to Chesena. It's 39 kilometers from my house. And I came back 6:30 in the evening, after more investigation and questioning and seeing the police in charge. I also displayed to you guys here that day the doctor's report and the police report and the judge permission to put his corpse in the mortuary. What I told the woman is that you cannot go and bring cloth to bury somebody that died yesterday when we are still finding out how he died. We will not allow that. We will decide when to bury our brother. When the investigation take finish, we will also announce it here on Facebook. Those who want to come and witness the burial will come. If the family want the corpse back home in Nigeria, then we'll discuss it on Facebook. At that time, we might need some assistance too. It's obvious. You understand? So, another question. I don't forget this question again. Another question somebody asked before. He was asking me, why did I not talk about the issue that is going on in Edo State? My brother, maybe you didn't hear what I said before. The only thing that I said in Edo State that I know Obaseki is airing us in Benin, that is misjiving, is concerning this bill, anti-grazing law, that has to be passed immediately in Benin. It is not because Oshowore brother was assassinated by herdsmen. We've lost ladies, we've lost our mothers, our sisters, brothers in rural areas. In Ubiajasai, in the Ilanchi area, so we know. But in Benin main cities, these people have not really caused any havoc. But we now know that traveling from Benin to China is a death sentence. People who fly Lagos Street go in there by His grace, they pass there. So this thing must be passed. And I just want to urge that there's no village, there is no youth. Why can't people move into the forest and sweep them out to the next village sweep them out? Totally, they live Benin territory. It is possible. How do we do it those days? We used to have about those things say Iziga or Regbo. There are people who call it Iziga, those who hide in the bush and assassinate people. People go to the bush and hunt them out. Okay. So, another question they ask again, let me see. Okay, concerning why is Obaseki enforcing the Edo people to have green pass or COVID-19 certificate before they can gather in multitude in a church, in a mosque, in parties, and so on and so forth. My brother, not be everything that they politicize. in the city I live here, let me not use the country. I bought a ticket, a bus ticket for somebody inside Italy here. He was moving from the southern part of Italy to here for a job opportunity in my city here. He needed to start the job this month. He went to the bus stop after buying ticket online for him. They refused carrying him. That ticket worth almost about 90 euros because the end of Italy was coming from. Okay. They refused to carry him. I have some guests who came from far distance the other day for me to go and see them in where they lodge. I spent some days with them. I did a test here because I'm yet to take the vaccine. I know why I have not taken the vaccine. My daughter will tell me, I think I've been giving a go ahead now to take the vaccine. Okay. I took a test negative. I have done COVID test 7 times. 5 official one from the health ministry and 2 from private hospitals. 8, 1 from the pharmacist, which is, we call it Rapido, the first one. So let no pastor, because we hear some pastors that came at that time that they are going to send missiles to go and defeat coronavirus. We know how many prominent men and women have died suddenly in Nigeria, thinking that they died of fever or malaria, but we don't know what killed them. And at this present day, people still believe that there's no COVID existing because you don't live in a developed society. And if anybody is telling you that this vaccine is to kill, to reduce population, I don't think any government will have. Italy, we are almost 18 million population in Italy. I don't think the government would like to eliminate everybody in Italy. Who would they govern? They themselves took the vaccine. All government establishments in this place here took the vaccine. My children will go and take the vaccine now by tomorrow, next tomorrow. Otherwise, they will not be allowed to continue their studies. They will be studying online. So, why do we politicize everything in Nigeria? It is true there are other pressing issues going on in Nigeria, but health is paramount to anything that you can think about in life. So I don't think, I'm not in support of those who are protesting that one pastor come out there. What is your problem? In my church today, we still have 1.5 meters distance in my church. But there's no law that says we should not come together, but you must have your COVID test or a distance and a mask on your face. The other day, the Edo community, I heard that they wanted to do meeting here in Benin. I was not at home that day. They said, I read it in the war, that they said the only reason they will give you that hall to do meeting there is that every persons coming to that hall there must have a COVID-19 test. So, if the government is giving you vaccine free of charge, what is your problem? And if you don't want to take, then obey the rules. Don't gather together, whether church, mosque, or any place. I remember we arrived at a point in Italy here where they will not allow you to go and greet your relation. They restricted us from not moving from my local government territory. Not even my province. My local government. The very first 3-4 months in Italy here, you can't go and withdraw money from a bank more than 2 kilometers from your house. Because in a developed society, as I'm talking to you, if I open my window now, I will see 2 banks are here. Supermarket, school. So they will tell you to operate in your area. I was doing an essential job. Essential job in the sense that my job did not lock me up down. In the COVID-19, I worked my full days throughout the years. I have never stayed after 1 week of COVID-19 since it started because we do essential job. My company does not close on Christmas Day. Somebody must be at work. Okay. So, day in, day out, that machine stops only in August. On the 6th of August, then it will start again. The last machine starts on the 23rd of August. The first one kick off on the 16th of August for services. Finish. So, once they announce it here in Italy, here it's over. People go to the street and protest, but when they are going, they still put their mask. So please let us be law-abiding citizens sometimes. I know we cannot just do everything once in Nigeria, but at least a few ones we can do, let's do it. I'm in support of those who ask for to pass the bill of anti-grazing in Edo State. Obaseki should do it. It is very important. Very important. And lastly, I want to appeal to those who they set on the committee to make quick, fast recommendations on how to prosecute those accused of land grabbing in Edo State, no matter how powerful they are. We were told that those who are behind this Nama business in Benin are not Fulanis alone. The majorities are Ishans, Benin, Auchi, Robos, and so on and so forth. So it's complicated, and there are very powerful people behind this thing. Basically, you've marched on Oshomole toes before, so I don't see anybody you cannot deal with in Edo State. Do the needful. Do it now before it's too late. Thank you, everybody. It's after 12 midnight. I'm not going to be working in the morning tomorrow. That's why I'm here tonight. But I want to advise once more again, my beloved sister. Okay. Another question came again. Say, what about Obaseki not forming his cabinet for almost a year after re-election? Good question. Governor Obaseki, His Excellency, came into power the first tenure. All the commissioners and all the cabinets you see in the existing first tenure were recommended on party basis. This time around, he said he's going to appoint people with their career. And he set up a committee, Avo committee, who gave report a week ago or 2 weeks ago on those who are qualified to serve in various permanent offices, ministries in Edo States, before he will now appoint commissioners. It is a little bit complicated. Don't forget that the court issues chop Obaseki almost 6-7 months. When will he get the final result? Is it up to 3 months now? No. Oh no, somebody that is butchering a smelling animal, rotting animal, cannot scratch his body with that smelling hand. So please, on that aspect, be patient. It is better to choose a competent people to rule, to govern with him, and delay for a year than to put in those recommended that will destroy the foundation that have been laid for the past 5 years. Please, I beg everybody on that issue, they should be patient a little bit. There's no way he can do it without commissioners or head of ministries. The real reason is two. The first one was having competent people to be in positions. Secondly, he transferred from APC to PDP. People stepped down for him. Power will talk so over there. So these are the top secrets that I believe the government is passing through. Before the years runs out, we'll hear good news from Benin. So I thank you all and God bless everybody. Okay. He says his allocation was not stopped. Why would government stand still? Okay. Allocations they gave to you is just what you're supposed to have from the federal government, okay? But giving you money and spending money are two different things entirely, my brother. Okay? Giving you money and spending money is two different things entirely. If I said, look, my dear, take this 5,000, I'm expecting my family from the village to come and greet me today, get something for them to eat. I just put on my purse and give her 5,000. Well, it takes me just a second or 2 or 3. But the person I gave the money to will first of all go and shower, get dressed, think of what to buy, what to cook, go to the market, know where to go to buy it, take a transport home, prepare the kitchen, start cooking before he serves the food. If you give the money to a lady to cook for 12 persons, by 10 o'clock in the morning, the food is going to get ready by 6 in the evening. Did I answer your question? I answer your question diplomatically, in diplomatic way, to express oneself in political issues. Va bene? So, am I free to leave now? I'll be leaving once more again. I appeal to everybody once more again. Those who have doubt mind, choose your presenters that you believe in and you trust in. All of you looking at me today, there are many folks who well-educated people from outside the country, from US, Japan, Canada, Australia, they do call me. I don't have young folks that, most people don't listen, they don't even watch my program because they say they can't follow me, they don't understand what I say. That's the gospel truth. Most of the fans that are supposed to be following me don't follow me because they don't know what I'm talking about. So they cannot complement what I'm talking about. So this is they cannot understand, so that's why they don't follow me. And I do understand with them. And people are very few that are enlightened. Good night, my big brother. So I greet you all and God bless everybody. It's already morning already. So I thank you all. So I promise to also be here probably before I go to work tomorrow night. Thank you all and God bless everybody. Good night, everybody. God bless me. I want to hear from you again. Bye bye, you. Ciao, ciao.
Now we don't hear from PA Heathrow, let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Edo State. Make I leave you with this video, make you help us share them. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.